Welcome to Talking Habs pregame show for the game between the Pittsburgh Penguins and Montreal Canadiens. Jeff Petrie's return to Montreal is game 4 of the 22-23 season. And what we got for you tonight, or what I got for you tonight, I have the lineups, I have a game preview, and I have the Guess the Score contest. If you guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game, you could win a cash prize directly into your bank account via Interact. There you go. So give that guess in the chat here tonight in the pregame show, not in the game, because we're doing a live stream for the game at 7. So hopefully you'll join us for both. I've got a few things, not too much, not a lot of news is really available, but I do have the preview. Let's see who is here. And says nobody. Nobody's here. Hey, Phil, Filibuster, how you doing? Okay, I guess I'm live. I don't know. I'll talk to myself for a little while. People just showed up. So we've got, I wasn't planning to do this game. I think that's why everybody's wondering why I'm here. Yeah, my plans changed. So I'm here. That's what's out. I know I announced that I wasn't going to do this game, but found out this morning that I was going to be doing this game. So hopefully people will discover that. Okay, let's see. Rory. Hey, Rory. Phil says Habs will super duper win 5-3 and Dak will score first. Hey, Jeremy. Live enough. What does it mean live enough? I'm live enough. Is Allen playing tonight? We're going to get to the lineup, but no, Allen is not in the nets tonight. How's it going? How's it going? Rock Habs? Rick Habs? No. How's it going? I don't know how to read that. Habs lose 5-2 tonight. Crosby scores first tonight. He loves playing against Montreal. Very close to what I've got. Enough people here? Well, I'll just say it again after. So I've got, for my guess, the score, it doesn't count. I don't win the prize, obviously. 5-2, like Rory, 5-2 Pittsburgh. I've got Gensel with the first goal. Mrs. Allen is popping out. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I was going to say, so Allen is out. It says parental leave. Either his parents are sick or, yeah, his wife, I understand, is giving birth. So he is having a baby. And, yeah, so we got Monty and Nets. I'll go over the lineup. Traders. No, we're not traders. We're just smart. No. I'm going to give you how I see it. That's how it is. Hey, Jack, how you doing? 6-2 Penguins with Brian Russ getting the first goal. Yeah, Allen. Well, I imagine today it could. You never know how those things drag out. But yeah, he's having a baby. I didn't know what it was at first, and then I read through the day that I think he was having a baby. So maybe this confirms it. But it's parental leave, so it's something to do with a kid of his, I guess. All right. So, yeah, okay, I have that as my first thing. So, as a result of Allen not being in the lineup, Montreal has they sent Corey Shenneman down, and they called up Caden Primo to back up Monty. I imagine that's very temporary. I don't know how long Allen will be out. I imagine just the one game, and this is just for the one game. Where can we stream the game if NHL 66 isn't working? Yeah, on Hockey TV, on hockey.tv, I think that's what it is, or at Buff Streams. That's where I'm going to be looking for it. Hopefully, NHL 66 gets their act together. And I wonder what's up with that. St. Louis Blues, January 6, 2017. Congrats to Jake Allen on the birth of his daughter. Oh, it's happened already. Oh, awesome. Congrats, Jake Allen. Lennon Everly Allen. That's a very interesting name for a girl, Lennon. Obviously, somebody likes the Beatles or John Lennon anyway. But that's an interesting name for a girl. Who catches left? We don't know that yet. Her mama and the baby doing great. Awesome. Congrats to Jake Allen. I don't know what you said, not that one, another one, but on hockey seems to work okay, but the ads to get it started is a real pain in the ass, but so is Buff Streams. Only good one is NHL 66, so I don't know what's up with NHL 66, but we'll go find out. if it gets his act together soon, because they said it would take maybe a week into the season, and so we're coming up on that. All right, so I'll remind everybody, give your guesses for the Guess the Score contest. You could win the prize. Guess the score of the game tonight and the first goal scorer of the game, and you can pick that guy from either side. Either team, does not matter. And then you could win. This is now a contest that has not been won since not last season, but the season before. So I think maybe halfway through the season, if we still have that going on, I might change how we do it. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, no winners in a season is not really a good thing. All right. Well, I mean, it's good for my bank account, I guess, but it's not good for, it's not good for anyone else. All right. So what do we want to talk about? I'm open. I'm going to do a preview in just a few minutes, but I'll take all your questions. And if I can answer them, I will. And if I can't, I'll make something up. That's how it works around here. No, I'll just tell you I can't. I don't know. Lucas has 4-2 Pittsburgh. Jeff Petrie. Listen, Pittsburgh is have they won? I don't know if it's 2 games or 3 games, but 2 games, I think. They won both games. They're scoring. Their offense is doing well. So, I don't know. Montreal's going to be in tough here. But, right? They were in tough against Toronto. Oh, speaking of Toronto, I got to load this, but I just found something I think is really funny. So, give me a second to load her up. Because we're speaking of Toronto. So, we all know about Matt Murray. I think during the season, if you look at him the wrong way, he gets injured. So, I thought this was really cool. There's new pads. Matt Murray's new pads. I am stuck on Band-Aid because Band-Aid's stuck on me. Awesome. Let's see now. What did I miss? Yeah, Lucas, the plans fell through for what we were going to do tonight, and it's delayed by a little bit. I kind of almost last minute, I found out this morning that I'll be able to do the game, so I'm doing the game. The Habs Leafs game was so enjoyable. Now the Habs playing like trash. Well, I hope it's not a surprise. I think going into the season, didn't we all know that's what's going to be like? Don't tell me you guys 4 games into the season and you can't take it anymore. I mean, come on. It's going to be a long season for you guys, man. Seriously. They're going to lose a lot of games. Unfortunately. Or fortunately. There's a lot of good draft picks in this draft coming up. So, but the higher they get, the better the pick, really. But there's a lot of good draft picks. So they'll do fine. But they're not going to win a lot of games. Especially, look, the defense. You got 4 rookies on defense. And of the 4 rookies, 2 of them hadn't played an NHL game. And one of them had only had 4 games. And the other one had 10. I mean, what do you expect? And you know what? They're playing good. In all that. But they're still rookies. They're going to make mistakes. Oh, there's the report. Yes. Okay. No, it's confirmed that they had the baby, no? Phil, we just want to see a competitive game that's fun for us to at least watch, even though they're losing. That's what I'm saying. Should we tank for Bedard? I mean, yes and no. Again, like last season, tank for Wright. It wasn't guaranteed that you'd get the first pick. Yes, we did, but it's not guaranteed. I think they don't have to do much other than play hockey, and they're going to finish down in the bottom. I don't think they're going to – I don't see this team being better than it is. I don't know. We'll see. At least at the beginning of the year, they're going to, this team might sort of evolve into a better team by the end of the season. But thought our offense would be better so far. The good part to watch has been the defense and Allen. Yeah, I think that's the surprise, right? Is these rookies on defense have been the better part of what we're watching. But listen, the offense will get on track. I'm wondering if they don't need to move one or two of these veterans, and maybe this is the problem. The veterans might be holding back the kids somehow. You know what I mean? I don't know how to exactly get my thought across, but there you go. Phil, I mean, you're right. Obviously, the players won't, and neither will the coaches. Apparently, it's not the coach. It won't be the players. It'll be the management, GM, and management will make the moves that keep the team in the bottom. That's how you tank. Unless you're Toronto Maple Leafs, where they said they did it on purpose, but no, they did it the same way I'm talking about. Although the coach was involved because what's his name there? Can't remember his name now. Mike Babcock. He admitted that they tanked to get Matthews. So I'm live. Yeah, Habs grew. My plans, not plans, but the thing we were doing fell through. So I'm here. Do you guys know when Matheson will be back? 2 months. He's out for 8 weeks. 8 weeks with an abdominal strain. That usually takes a long time to heal. So, it's not great news, but gives one of the kids more ice time. Rory, well, maybe, but I think their offense will come along. I think it'll come along. We just have to be a little patient. Luca, hey Luca, huge race for the bottom shaping up. Chicago, Arizona, Philadelphia, San Jose, Seattle, all looking like Bedard contenders. Hearing from multiple Seattle beat writers, they want right back in the OHL, looking lost out there. There you go. Again, don't really care what he's doing. AKB, how you doing? Lucas, no, from what I understand, I mean, coaches might be, but they might also not be. I think in Montreal's case, Marty St. Louis is not part of the tank. But Rory, 2 games in, it doesn't make a season, man. Not at all. I think all the teams would like to get Bedard. Slav should be played with Caulfield and Anderson. Well, no, I think Slav is in the right spot. He's going to be on the 4th line tonight. And you know what? I think I don't know that you want him up against, Pittsburgh's top 2 lines at all. The way he's been playing and everything. So I think they're doing the right things with Slav. We ended up with too high an expectation from him, or weren't prepared. Really, obviously, none of us, or not I am, weren't prepared that he might not have hit that. And he didn't, and he needs some development. So, and I think that might come up soon. We'll see how the. There's a possibility. Look where Nick Suzuki started, right? He started on the 4th line on the wing, worked his way up. Maybe they're saying now, look, put him on the 4th line. It may be a better spot. They can, I don't know how to put it. I don't know. From what I heard is that they want to keep him away from the top 2 Pittsburgh lines. I'd like to see Slav on the power play at this point to see how he performs with some more open ice. But if he's not, he's not comfortable and he's overwhelmed, putting him on the power play is not going to help, I don't think. Because I think if they felt that it would, they'd have put him there. Luca, exactly, right? Suzuki started on the 4th line and he worked his way up. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. So speaking of the lineup, let's go take a look. I'll do the preview right now. Oh, hey, Kenny, be okay? Gotcha. I'm gonna cough. Yeah, new lines tonight. I'm gonna go over them in a minute. There, that's better. Is Paling in the lineup? Well, we're going to take a look. All right, let's. Got a cough again. Jesus. Yeah, it went down the wrong pipe. That's why. All right. This be the game tonight. Pittsburgh in Montreal to take on the Habs. Pittsburgh is 2-0. Montreal's 1-2-0. How to watch the game tonight. Start time is 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Daylight Times. In Canada, it's on Sportsnet East. In Canadiens region, it's on RDS. And in the Penguins region, it's on ATTSN Pittsburgh. Streaming, I don't think anybody uses those. On Hockey TV, Buff Streams, or NHL 66, your best bets. Another one. Last 10 record, we haven't had 10 games, so I just did that. So except the streaks, Pittsburgh on a 2-game winning streak, Montreal on a 2-game losing streak. Season series, there's tonight, November 12th also, and March 14th. So that's before the trade deadline and nothing after with Pittsburgh. Tail of the tape. Scoring chances for percentage, 40.7 for Montreal, 27th, 64.8 for Pittsburgh. Third, goals per game, 1.67 for Montreal, 30th. 6 goals per game for Pittsburgh. That's first. Well, that's early season stats, obviously. Goals against per game, 3 for Montreal, 16th, 2 for Pittsburgh, 6th. Power play percentage, 0. Big 0 for Montreal, 28th. That means there's other teams that also have 0, so they're not the worst. Although, I don't know. You have 0. How you're not the worst, even if there are other teams tied with you? I don't know. For Pittsburgh, they're at 40%, which will come down back to earth. That's third in the league. PK percentage, 88.9% for Montreal, 8th, and 87.9% for Pittsburgh. That's 10th, and they had to put 2 T's there. Montreal's actually better at something than Pittsburgh right now. Wow. Last season, head-to-head, 1-2-0 was Montreal's record. 2-1-0 was Pittsburgh's record. Shots on goal, and I think somebody listened to me yesterday the last game when I told you about how they invert this, and it's been years. And guess what? I think they got it right. Shots on goal allowed per game. Oh no, you know what? That is Pittsburgh. Good. It's embarrassing, but I just realized I had that wrong. It is inverted still because the red is Montreal, the black is Pittsburgh, which makes sense. All right, so shots allowed, 33.7 for Montreal, 32 for Pittsburgh, and shots on goal per game is 49 for Pittsburgh and 24.7 for Montreal. And I was going to congratulate TSN for getting it right and listening to me and just forget about all that. All right. Goalies tonight. It is going to be Smith. Casey DeSmith is going to be in nets. He hasn't played yet, so there's no record on him. And Monty's going to be in nets for Montreal, 0-1-0, 308 goals against, 897 save percentage. Team leaders for goals. Jake Gensel for Pittsburgh, 2, which I think is tied because I think Crosby's got 2. Caulfield, 2 for Montreal. Points, Crosby, 6. And for Montreal, 3. That's Caulfield. Also, Suzuki's got 3. Average ice time, Chris Letang for Pittsburgh, 23:18. And David Savard for Montreal, 23:26. And then if you wonder about your defense, when David Savard's leading your ice time, it's not going to be good. Wins, Tristan Jarry with 2 for Pittsburgh and 1 for Jake Allen for Montreal. Actually, I'll go to this one first. So top 5 scoring on the Penguins. Crosby, 6 points. Gensel, 4 points. Brian Rust, 3. Danton Heinen, 3. And Jason Zucker, 3. And then for Montreal, Cole Caulfield with 3 points, as well as Nick Suzuki, Sean Monahan, Josh Anderson, and Arbor Jacki, all in there with 1 point each. Here's the standings in the Eastern Conference, and this is the bottom 5. Tampa Bay, Montreal, Ottawa, New Jersey Devils, and Columbus Blue Jackets. And you got to wonder, right? Of those 5 teams, how many of those will actually be in the bottom 5 other than Montreal? I don't know. I think maybe the Devils. I guess the Devils. Maybe the Jackets, but Ottawa shouldn't. Anyway, I thought it was interesting. Lines for tonight. We'll go with Montreal's first. Suzuki in between Monahan and Caulfield. So they've made the change. Anderson's off the first line. Monahan, I guess it shows him on the left wing. We'll see how that works out. Kirby Dach with Jonathan Drouin on the left and Josh Anderson on the right. Christian Dvorak with Dadonov on the left and Gallagher on the right. And Evans with Slavkovsky on the left and Mike Hoffman on the right. So we'll see what the new lines look like when they're in action and how Slavkovsky looks on the fourth line here, being a little protected. And, I think it's a good idea right now. Caden Gooley and David Savard make the first pair. Arbor Jacki, Chris Weidman make the second pair. Jordan Harris, Jonathan Kovacevic, I think, make the third pair. That's how it's been for, I think, the start of the season since then. Sam Montembeault starting, Caden Primo backing him up. Rem Pitlick, Michael Pezzetta are the scratches. And you see Allen out on parental leave. Armia, Matheson, Edmondson, and Heineman all injured. For Pittsburgh, Crosby centering Gensel and Ricard Raquel. Malkin in between Zucker and Rust. Carter in between, that's Jeff Carter. The aging Jeff Carter still out there in between Heinen and Kasperi, the ex-Leaf. Ryan Poehling centering fourth line between Brock McGinn and Josh Archibald. Dumoulin and Letang are the first pair. Pedersen and Petrie are the second pair. And Joseph and Ruta are the third pair. Casey DeSmith getting the start. Tristan Jarry backing them up. They have a scratch in Chad Ruedel and Teddy Bluger's their one injury. Aren't they lucky? And there you go. And got to look one more time. Brought to you by new Band-Aid hockey pads made for brittle goalies. I don't know. Just wrote that on the spot. Let's see what you guys are saying. Hopefully you're not leaving from the bad dad jokes. I don't know. Okay, answered that. Well, say really, Monty, who else do you expect to be in net if Allen's not there? I'd like to see Slav with Evans, a quicker line. He might perform better. Caulfield with 2 power play goals today. Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome to see them get 2 power play goals? Cam says Pittsburgh is overrated. Well, I think Pittsburgh is aging. They're in one of their last opportunity before that window closes. And, you say overrated, but man, Pittsburgh has a knack of being there at the end, or at least in the playoffs and all that. So, I don't know. Good leadership, I think. KB says Slav doesn't realize how big he is, and should you try using it? That's from a comment you saw. I read that. I read a comment like that he's not using, he doesn't realize how big he is. Listen, he's got a lot, right? He's got a smaller rink. He's got a faster game. There's a lot there, so he might not be ready. And I don't think it's about using his size properly. Although then again, he's a big guy. He could be a little more physical. I think this was a question I had going into the season. I don't know if Slavkovsky did play a physical game. I don't know. I didn't really watch much of him at all, so I don't know. No, the shot stats, I got them right eventually, but I don't. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Shots on goal per game, 24.7. They didn't break 30. It's inversed. The 33.7 are what they allowed. This is TSN. It's 3 years now. They haven't fixed that. They haven't fixed that in 3 years. I thought they did, but it was me that wasn't fixed. Oh, yeah. This is where it was. Comments. Wow, that jumped. Lucas, I was hoping Savard wouldn't be on the first pairing, never mind leading ice time. Listen, Cam, you may be right. It's just that it's two games into the season. Hard to tell for some teams yet. And even Montreal may turn out to be better, right? They look shitty now. But, it's, after 10, 12 games, you can start getting a better idea, I think. Are games less physical these days and like a track meet sometimes? I don't know. Explain what you mean. Or are you just going to come in and just ask questions and just keep going? Hattie for Carter. Did you pick him up today or something? Habs Nation's got Pittsburgh 5-1. Obviously, he's taking Carter. Scott B. Habs 2-1. The OT part doesn't really matter, so don't worry about it. But you need a goal scorer if you want to win the prize. First goal scorer of the game, by the way. If Joe Thornton only had 7 points in 55 games as a rookie first overall pick, then can Slav stay all year? Different era, different team, different player. You want to make a guess, you can make a guess, but based on that, it means absolute nothing. You're here for the bad jokes, Andrew? Am I that far behind that I'm getting to that, and that bad joke was like a few minutes ago? Hoffman has to do something or he's a scratch next game. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. I'd like to see him do something. Yeah, Lucas, I just don't think they have the team, but they're trying to, one more shot at it before the window closes. Yeah, maybe they do, maybe they don't, Rory. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, go Habs, go. I'm not going to explain it again. I explained it. I'm not doing it again. How many times has Montreal done? Amazing. The first 10 games then fell off as the season went on. The first 10 really mean nothing. And that's the same. I think I've said this many times where early the season, a lot of times the leaders in our teams that are falling off at some point, but they get off to good starts and then it catches up to them. It happens a lot, so. Scott B with Anderson for the goal scorer. Slav gets his first tonight. I took him out of my lineup, actually. You know what? Actually, I dropped him. I picked up Monahan. I saw Monahan was out there. So, I'm going to drop. I have a feeling Slav's going to Laval soon. So, I dropped him. So, if anybody in our pool, you want to go get Slavkovsky, he's out there. I forget which pool, though. I think it was in the head-to-head. Jiffy the Kid. Jiffy. Good peanut butter. J-Fed 4-3 Pittsburgh Gunsel. Gotcha. Yeah, I managed to hit the bottom. All right, let's go and do the no, I did it already. I don't know what I'm talking about. I got about 10 minutes before I got to go and then get ready for the game. Hopefully I'll be able to get it. I won't have it like Saturday, unfortunately. American Thanksgiving, yes. Usually by American Thanksgiving, teams assess what they've got, and that's when you'll start maybe to see a trade or two or some kind of moves. Lucas, you might be right. This is where, they try him for a couple of games here, and maybe goes down after that. But he's played, I guess, this is game 4, so he's in 3. They've got 6 more to give him a look at without affecting his, I think without affecting his ELC. I'm not sure about that, though. His ELC might be burnt this year anyway. I'm not sure. Because if they send him down, it's going to be to Laval. That's professional. I think that starts the ELC. Hey, Quinn, how you doing? How's my day been? My day's been okay, I guess. Weird day. Started out thinking I'm going to be doing something else right now, and I'm doing this. So it's been one of those kind of days. Scrambling around, getting things ready. We're getting near the end. I got nothing to offer up. Oh, I do have something to offer up. First, I'm going to offer up my score for the Guess the Score contest, by the way. My guess is 5-2 Pittsburgh. Gensel getting the first goal, so all you are late. If you like this preview or the pregame, please give a thumbs up. Appreciate that. And I just saw this before I got on here. I was on Twitter. I don't know if you call it a pump-up video or what, but the Habs have a new video featuring a few players and some highlights. Well, not highlights, but stuff from the history of the team. It's really good. So it's like 2.5 minutes long. Nick Suzuki speaks French. So I don't know. It's on YouTube, apparently. It's on YouTube. I watched it on Twitter, but check it out because, I thought it was really good. And other than that, I don't got nothing. What were my... Oh, I had... something I don't really want to talk about right now, but if you saw that I was on a CBC news story locally here a month ago, it's about that. But it's been delayed for a month because of poor organizing. Somebody that didn't check something. It was really important, and that screwed everybody up. So that's what happened. Is the game in Montreal tonight? Yes. I don't know. They'll probably have a little video. I would think, since they'll have a little video of his highlights here. And I would hope the fans are going to, not boo him before the game. And then, because what he said, he expects to get, a warm welcome. And then once the game starts, every time he touches the puck, it's going to get booed. That's what he said. He's ready for it. He expects it, and he's fine with it. But I hope the fans don't boo him when he comes out on the ice. Whatever they're going to do for him tonight. Like, I hope he doesn't get booed there. Because that's really stupid at that point. When he's playing, when the game's on, okay, but not now. I think personally, I was reading something today, and I kind of think that at the very end, I don't know that he wanted to get traded, to be very honest with you. But I think once Montreal saw the opportunity to move the contract and all that, I think they just didn't want to hear anything after that. When he was probably telling them, if you don't trade me, it's okay. Like, I think, you're moving. I was reading something today that kind of made me think that. Hey, Jethro McCheaperder, how you doing? Think Slav scores tonight. Yeah, well, it's going to be a little harder. It's on the fourth line tonight, so. Lucas, I wouldn't. Oh, I thought you wrote Ham there. I was going to make a joke. Yeah, no, I wouldn't boo him either. No matter what. Listen, he was here almost 10 years or 10 years. He gave us some good hockey. And we got to remember that. And never mind what went on last year. Oh, he'll be booed when the game starts. I just hope he won't be booed at the beginning. That's what I'm talking about. But you never know. Fans are fickle, as they say. Hey, Eric. Let's hope it's a good game and not a sleeper. Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing. Like, I'm really not worried about the win or the loss. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that, I think, this year at all. But, as long as it's not a boring game, because that's what, there's been a couple already. Although last game I thought was good. For the Toronto game was amazing. That was a good game. So I guess one of the two other games was boring, right? They played 3, right? They got a 1-2-0 record. So yeah. As long as it's not a boring game, they do some things to make us, enjoy it. That's all I can ask for. Now, not every game is going to be like that, but hopefully the majority of them, even if they're losses, will be like that. When is Price's press conference? I remember reading something about that last week. Yeah. Didn't Kent Hughes say something about Price was going to have a press conference this week? It didn't happen. I don't know if was this week that passed or this week coming, so we'll see. But you're right. Hughes said something about it. Well, we'll see what happens with that. Believe me, if he does one, it'll be out there. You'll be able to watch it. Well, let's see. We've got a couple more minutes. So if you want to ask me something, because, I know everything. Now, if you ask me a question and I don't know the answer, I'll always tell you I don't know what I don't know. Or I'll make something up and then tell you I made it up. Is Price coming back? We have no idea right now, but I don't think so. I mean, we know for sure not this year. That's already been confirmed. He won't be back this year. But what's ganja? I have no idea what that is. I'm old. Plus, it also makes me forgetful. No. I think it was this week, but I thought it was today. I thought it was this week, but it was today. That could be very confusing in not proper context. But I know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't remember when Hughes's press conference was that he said that. I kind of thought it was not last week, the week before. So anyway, we'll see. Jethro, Matheson is out for 8 weeks. So, that's really hard to say because, in 8 weeks, man, the whole defense could look different. So, we'll ask that question when we get closer, to him coming back. I mean, unless he didn't know, but he's out 8 weeks, so that's a long time. And you know what? Harris has been playing really good. I don't know if it would be Harris. Harris has been playing really good. But someone would have to go down. And it wouldn't be one of the 2 veterans, so. Mary Jo chimes in with 5-3 Penguins. Crosby getting the first one. All right, Mary Jo. A Whitting. What I used to call you? I didn't say. I can call you AW. A&W. A&W. I'm going to call you that. It will be an entertaining game, but I'm worried it will be at the cost of Montreal and our goaltending. But congratulations to Jake on his soon-to-be kid. Well, I mean, most of our losses this year are going to be at the cost of Montreal's goaltending because, well, when Allen, I don't want to put Monty down, but yeah, I mean, the defense is going to make some mistakes. It's going to cost goals. So what are you going to do? Can't worry about it. Oh, Gooley, yeah. Gooley's been solid. Gooley has been solid. Hey, Gabriel. You got 4-1 Penguins. Petrie gets his first of the season and his first game back here in Montreal. A&W is perfect. Awesome. I love A&W root beer. I love A&W root beer. All right, I'm going to take off because I got to go feed my animals and I got to get ready for the hangout. So I should just put that down first. Thanks everybody for being here. I hope that clap wasn't too loud. Give a thumbs up on your way out. I appreciate that. And hopefully you'll join us in the hangout in 20 minutes because that's where I'll be. Matt should be joining us tonight, and hopefully we'll have a good a good game, a game that's fun to watch, a game that's entertaining, and a game that we won't be disappointed in the fact that they lost and we just didn't have a good time. So that kind of thing. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Stay safe till I see you again in 20 minutes. And peace out. And bye, everybody. See you in a bit.